Hi, this is Nelson Ranch. So I haven't been posting for a while. That's because I've actually been quite busy with my own work. But the Virgo Cup has started. The race event basically has asked us to choose whether we want to go with the Open League or the Grade League. I have decided to go with the Grade League, and a number of other changes have happened. So I want to talk about the Virgo Cup. I actually tried. I really tried to raise Copano Ricky at many, many attempts. I've erased many of them, but if you look at this, I mean, this was basically all Ricky for a while. And none of them were to satisfaction. And in the end, after actually running the Virgo Cup a number of times, I realized after running the Virgo Cup thing in the room matches, I realized that there are a lot of people who are sending out debuffers. And what they're doing is they're sending out one Christmas Ogre Cap and two debuffers, specifically two stamina debuffers. And when you do that, you basically have this kind of team here, which is what I have also done because that's what they're doing. And in that team, you have three debuffs, three gold debuffs that can possibly hit you from one team. And you're running against two teams, three teams running total, right? So there's nine horse girls. So you're running against two teams total. So there's a possibility of being hit by six stamina debuffs. Two Miyakuna Sasaki and four Miwakuna Sasaki and two Happo Nirame. And if they're really owners, they might actually throw in Stamina Greed as well and test their luck. So it's really bad. And the only way that I could compensate for that initially was by creating a Christmas Ogre Cap that had two gold recovery skills. And with two gold recovery skills and stamina of 600 and guts of 500, I could sort of run it. I mean, it's rare for me to actually be walking at the end where I was totally out of stamina. But all the other characters were just basically destroyed when you have this many stamina debuffs flying around. So the only character that can survive in this environment is basically Chris's Ogre Cap. Now, that basically meant me to go back to the drawing board and look at the whole Virgo Cup thing again. And we know that it is the Oi racetrack. It's Dirt 2000. It's slightly heavy, and it's right turn, and it's sunny. Right, that's already known. The other thing we know is that the Oi racetrack has no hills, up or downhill, so it's totally flat. And Oi racetrack gives a bonus to speed if you have stamina. So if you have stamina over one, it's like every horse goes to have stamina over one, you get a bonus of 0.01. When you go over 300, you get a stamina bonus. You get a speed bonus of 0.1, and if you go over 600, you get a speed bonus of 0.15. And when you have stamina 901, you get a speed bonus of 0.2. What this means is that if you have a character that's running at speed 1600, then that character is effectively running at speed 1400. But the stamina 901, if you can get that, this is the max you can get, then the effective speed you're running at is actually 1680 because it's 1400 times 1.2. But I have never gotten a character to get to speed 1600 and stamina 900. For me, it's just basically impossible. You can get a character that's 1600, which is speed 1400, and stamina 601. So this Ogre Cap came close. I got another one that actually did that, but it didn't get mid distance S, so I deleted her. But this one's got speed 1500 and stamina 601. So it's actually going at speed 1500, 1350 at stamina 601 over here, sorry. It's actually going at a max speed of 1552. If it's doing 1600 at stamina 601, it's going at speed of 1610. Now, notice the magic of the bump here of 0.15 and 0.2, right? So if you're going at 1600, but you only have stamina 601, then you're actually going slightly slower than a character that's got speed 1500 and stamina 901. So I've been trying to up the stamina here. And the latest success that I had that had a character with mid-distance S was this Ogre who didn't get speed 1500 but got speed 1400 and stamina 875. Now, stamina 875 isn't 901, but when you are at Zekocho, which is the peak of your condition, so you got like flat condition, you got good condition, you got peak condition, you also have bad condition, and you have terrible condition. But if you're at peak condition, then the stamina 801 actually translates to stamina 901. Sorry, stamina 866 actually translates to stamina 901. So this actually counts if I'm running, and if you're running in the finals, everybody's running at peak condition. So this actually counts as being over stamina 900. And so 1400 stamina 900 is going to be here at 1560. And that, ironically, is just 7.5 faster than the original Oguri Cup that I had here, which is 1500 stamina 601. So it is now my goal to actually try to get a character to have speed 1500 and stamina 900. So this is actually the new stats that I'm trying to aim for. Speed 1500, stamina 901, or at the very minimum, stamina 867, because if I have stamina 866, it's 901. Just in case the computer program doesn't take that 901 as 901, I want to get at least one more, so 867. And then power at around 1000. So I'm going to reduce the power here from 1139 to power 1000, guts around 700 around here, and int around 1000. This int is low at 812. This int is much higher. And I've actually ran both of these characters. It turns out this character is actually just a wee bit stronger when you actually run them in the practice matches. So my list of forces is this. I've borrowed a lot of things from other people, so I don't want to show it. But I've got the two Oguri caps. Sorry. No, not that one. That still's got Ricky. I replaced that with this. So I practice with these two, and this one actually wins just a wee bit more, even though his rating is lower. Now, I suspect that the reason why my slightly weaker, at least in terms of the stats, wins is because of the skill set. So for this Oguri Cap to compete, I had to get the Maestro of the Curve. I had to get 2 gold recovery skills. Otherwise, this would sink. I mean, the debuffs would kill her. The debuffs already kind of kills her. But when you get the stamina to like 900 and you have guts to like 700, then you actually don't need a second gold recovery skill. You can actually deal with just 1 gold recovery skill, Kuishimbo here. So dropping the recovery skill points on this, instead, I actually put in all points into doubling up the main, the important basic skills: the corner mid distance, the straight line mid distance, the corner leader, and the straight line leader. And I think it's this difference in skill quality that makes this Oguri Cap win against this Ogre Cap in the practice matches, even though this one's got slightly higher intelligence. And it's almost a similar set, but notice that that's the only one that's doubled up. These are not doubled up, and I'm missing, the mid-distance straight line. So, yeah. This is a pretty depressing story, I find, because it basically means that if people are going to really do this strategy of 2 stamina debuffs, there's really only one character that's going to survive, and that's Christmas Ogre Cap. And if there's only one character that's going to survive, it's basically going to be who is going to be able to put out the best Christmas Ogre Cap that can survive this crazy debuff environment. And so it's just a matter of, brushing up your Ogre Cap till the match time comes. So that's probably what I'm going to do. This was the original trio that I sent out into room matches. This trio can actually win room matches, fairly often, about 1/3 of the time, which I personally think is like more than enough if I want to win, the platinum label. Um, but if I can get this to speed 1500 and stamina, 900, power 1000, and guts 700, and intelligence 1000, then I think I'll be golden. I have a much better chance of winning the Virgo Cup of 2022. Do I really want to do it this way? I'm not so sure. I mean, on some level, I'm not enjoying this championship meeting as much as I normally would. Normally, I actually, uh, play characters that I like, that I would like them to win and all that. But this one, it feels like I'm forced into playing this character because otherwise, it's a guaranteed loss. And what's the point of that? That's no fun too. So I feel like I have to do this. Now, so two gold recovery skills is probably what you need if you're not Oguri Cap, because Christmas Oguri Cap has this unique skill that adds the component of recovery as well. So that's why this Oguri Cap can survive, you know, uh, a total of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, total of 6 gold debuffs hitting her. It's crazy, but she can. Um, all right. So I made her with light hello here that I had. That's probably the reason why my speed isn't up as high. So what I probably have to do is to go back to this setup and get the speed to 1500. The difference here is the rental. Um, this rental was power, power, and power. And that's why power is 1139. This rental was stamina, stamina, and stamina. This from my own side is the same. It's speed, stamina, well, guts and stamina. Speed, guts, and stamina. That was the best. Uh, uh, what's her name? El Condor pasta that I could make for Christmas Ogre Cap. Um, so this is the same. I'm not gonna basically mess around making another character to just do this. I suppose if he had done all stamina on this side and all stamina on this side as well, so total of 18 stamina, well 17 stamina, then it'd be a much easier chance of getting to this 900 stamina. But it looks like you can do it with just with these inherits. So I'm going to go with these inherits, and instead of light hello, I'm going to go with a speed card to see if I can get speed to 1500. I don't know if I'm going to get the intelligence to 1000. On some level, I'm I'm okay with intelligence being around 800. That's okay with me. So I'm looking for mid distance S 1500, stamina 901, but failing the stamina 901, I'm willing to go with the stamina that's 867 to hit that stamina 901 when you have the peak condition. Power 1000, guts 700. So this is the new stats that I'm going to aim for. I guess I've got like 3 days before the final start. So, I'll use either this Oguri Cap or this Oguri Cap for the preliminary rounds and see where it leads me. So this was a very quick release info on what I've been doing and what the situation has turned into. By the way, if you want to make a debuff character like these, it's pretty simple. You just basically jack up their dirt so that they're dirt C. They start at like dirt G or something like that. So you jack them up to dirt C, and then you use these support cards to get these skills. So the support cards that I used are all these. These are not hard. Uh, I use Serious Assembly for both of them because Serious Assembly in her chain gives this skill, sashi no kotsu, right? Good at being a betweener. And without doubling up on sashi no kotsu, the happo nirami doesn't hit. And sashi no kotsu actually increases your intelligence factor, so you're likelier for your skills to fire. So I double up on the sashi no kotsu by getting it from her, and then all the other characters like Kiryuin, for example, gives Nigekense and Oikomi Tamerai. I want Oikomi Tamerai because this is a speed debuff, because the stamina debuff actually tends to bypass Inari-1 and other chasers, because chasers are all the way in the back, and these debuffers are betweeners. So sometimes the chasers are behind the betweeners, and so the debuffs that hit the characters ahead of them don't hit the chasers. And so chaser characters is actually a character that can get by with only one gold recovery skill and won't be hit that much by debuffs. But I have no chaser character. I will show you. I've been wanting to get Agnes Digital, because she can be a chaser pretty easily, and she can run dirt. And I also wanted where'd she go? Inari one here, running dirt and running as chaser, but I have neither. I have only one piece for here, and for digital, I have 125. If this championship meeting came next month, there was a chance that I would be more ready and I would not have to use this crazy debuff strategy. I probably would have done Christmas Ogiri Cap, Agnes Digital, and Kopano Riki, and just gone with the roll. But under the circumstances, you know, I'm gonna go with this Christmas Ogiri Cap and 2 debuffers. If it's not going to be the stamina debuff, because by the finals, I suspect all the Christmas Ogiri Caps that come to the finals would be packed with stamina like mine. In which case, I will be faced with a conundrum. Do I want to send out 2 stamina debuffers to make sure that anybody who sends out characters other than Christmas Ogiri Cap will be destroyed? Or do I want to send out 2 speed debuffers? So in other words, monopolizers, because this is a mid-distance race. And I got monopolizers like this, and like this monopolizer, or where'd she go? Symbody Rudolph monopolizer, right? Oh, and nice nature. Nice nature's a debuffer in both her incarnations. So I could use either, right? I could use any of these 4 and do a double speed debuff. And if I do a speed debuff, then the chances of my Oguri Cap winning against the other Oguri Caps gets much higher. But it might mean also that characters that if my rivals put up characters that are not debuffers, then I won't be able to destroy them with the stamina debuff. I don't know. All I know is that you probably don't want to do 1 speed debuff and 1 stamina debuff. If you're going to do debuffers in this particular championship meeting, you probably want to do a double stamina debuff or a double speed debuff. That's the sense that I get. But anyway, this has gone on long enough. I'll stop here, and I'll see you guys around. Wish me luck. All right, take it easy.